whatever you fancy.
I'm keeping them on.
Oh,
I
here's
like-
the camera. Okay,
They
I'm
look
like,
so
what
fire
is-
on.
Yeah, they look great.
I like them on. I
Okay, I'm
look
ready.
We're
ready. Rolling? Ah! Did we get all of that too? Yeah. I love
Yo,
it.
let's fucking go, dude. That was an accident.
Cold open. What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Glitter and Garbage. I'm Justine Marino, joined today by two bitches that I fucking love so much. I met them not long ago in the comedy scene. We instantly fell in love. We might be in a throuple. I'm not sure.
We are.
I hope so. It is the hilarious Sammy Weiser and Billie Lee.
Hey, let's go.
Yes. Sammy, I want to get right to, look, we have so much to talk about.
So much.
I grabbed some stories. I grabbed a bunch of stuff to talk about, but you always have such an interesting setup whenever I see you out and about at the clubs. So I was thinking maybe it might be fun to just kind of unpack what you have in your purse today.
Oh my God, you want to do a what's in my bag?
I would love to do a what's in your bag
Okay, let's
live
do a
right
what's
now.
in my bag. I basically, essentially, I feel like I could live out of my purse for a month.
I absolutely believe
I'm
it.
like, I can live out for a month. Okay, phone is out of the bag already.
Of course, there's no room. There's too much in the bag.
The
I
wallet
feel.
in the zipper compartment bag here.
Love it.
Like, it's superficial. Who cares about that kind
Yeah,
of shit?
who
you know what I
gives
mean?
a shit?
We have snacks in case we have diarrhea before a show. We have a pack of dry oatmeal.
She always has diarrhea.
You always
before a
have
show.
diarrhea?
Yeah, all Jews always have diarrhea, dude.
Oh, interesting.
It's a Jew thing.
Okay.
You're
and
almost Jewish.
I am. I'm like so close. I have like.
You're so close.
I'm very East Coast Italian, Sicilian. It's like basically
Okay.
the same.
Okay.
Yeah, like lots loud
Both
and
anxious.
food and anxious.
You guys
and
have less
neurotic.
diarrhea, but both anxious.
A little
neurotic.
less diarrhea, which is strange because we eat a lot of dairy. You know,
That is
I'm
strange.
vegan though. I think it's because I'm vegan that I
You're
don't have the
vegan?
diarrhea. Mhm.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, we'll get into that in a second.
I
okay.
live on fucking dino nuggets.
But also, oatmeal is great for diarrhea, you guys. It's like solid. It'll bind to things, you know. So this is a good
I would
choice.
just like to say so sorry to everyone. This is off to such a strange start. Oatmeal diarrhea in my fucking bag. Everyone's like, cool, dope. Who the fuck is this bitch? This is like my secret to life.
Yeah.
This is my
Essential.
portable fan.
That's so smart to me.
Like, it has 2 speeds. I'm not even kidding.
okay, let me just
Double speed.
Oh,
I'll keep doing this while we're.
oh, but see, it's nice because like it can cool you down, but it can also give you like a little bit of a Beyonce moment if you need it, which is why I would be
Okay,
carrying it
I bring
around.
this on stage sometimes, and I got a few photos back. I got photos back from the belly room, and I was like, holy fuck, I look so good. And I was like so sweaty and high. I was like, there's no way I actually look that good. And I was like, I brought the fan. My hair was like blown out like a model on stage.
Oh yeah, feel
I was
that.
like, that's genius. It made the photos so good.
I have so much hair, it's too heavy to really blow, but it's the bang. Look at that,
Yeah.
right? It's
The
giving
bang.
a little like,
No, it's good.
ooh, just a little. Ah,
We have the
who is
Barbie hair
she?
clip.
Of course, a Barbie hair clip.
Obviously, we have Barbie hair clip.
Of course.
Okay, this, I don't even know how to like do it. There's a whole Sephora in this section. There's a whole dispensary in the middle
Okay,
section.
great.
And then there's a whole random section in the front
I love
section.
it. I love it so much.
We have a comedy notebook. We have
Of
a
course.
Vaseline stick.
Of course.
We have the Kylie lip oil. We have 4 other lip oils.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, I already
Oh,
I had a
that's-
Chewy bar in here.
That's the Rihanna
you
one.
want it? You're addicted.
Maybe
They're
later.
so good. Are you into
Concealer,
her?
perfume, 2 lollipops, another perfume, a bag of stickers.
God, if the apocalypse comes, I'm finding you immediately.
Yeah, no.
This
Like
is my joint box I carry.
I
everywhere.
love that you have this. You guys, look at this. This
addicted to
I
this.
discovered last time I was hanging out with you at the Comedy Store.
Notice all the joints are smoked.
It's
that was an
like
accident.
a glittery plastic cigarette case, but it's just full of joints. And
It's so cute.
I love it.
This is like 90% of my personality. If I get too high and I can't speak, I just show people this. They're like, okay, we get the vibe.
I love it. I love the vibe.
Did I give you one of these yet?
I don't have
This
the holiday.
Is the winter, yeah, it's the holiday edition.
She has these cute lighters, you guys, which is such a good idea for merch because I'm assuming it's not expensive to get lighters, and it's like everyone needs a lighter.
Everyone
you know?
needs it, and like I'm such a stoner, but like it's such a smart marketing thing, dude.
It's-
Like it's in so many people's hands.
It's so,
Like
and
a
it's
sticker you just place somewhere, but this is like passed around so many people versus the one person you give it to see it.
it's in my hand most of the time on my
Yeah.
couch when I'm getting
Justine
stoned.
has 4 of them shoved up her ass
I
right
do
now.
right now.
Right
I have
now.
a really tight asshole, you guys.
Really tight asshole.
really-
Diarrhea, tight asshole. Like,
That's why I don't have diarrhea. 'Cause I have
Great.
such a tight
That's
asshole.
why.
And because your lighters are shoved up there.
That's why, dude.
That's so good.
There's more, but I'm like, I don't know. Do we want to see more?
I mean, I want to ask about the makeup because you guys
about the
both
makeup.
like out
Yes.
the gate. one thing I've always noticed and admired about both of you, you're both hilarious comedians. Obviously, Billie, also, I know many of you guys are fans of Vanderpump Rules. Yes, it is
that?
Billie Lee from Vanderpump Rules. I know a lot of you guys, I teased that she was maybe going to be coming on. I'm sure you're very excited. But the one thing I noticed about both of you always, other than being hilarious comedians, you both have incredible skin. Like, neither of you have any sort of lines or marks whatsoever. It's like glowing. What do you guys use on your skin? Because I need
So much cum on the face all the time.
Just
cum.
to the face.
Just fucking cum.
blowing people. Well, fuck. That God,
Okay,
I
we're
need to get
also
back into that.
Hydrated.
We're hydrated. Oh, congrats.
We
Cheers,
carry
bitch.
this everywhere. Like, we're always drinking.
And are you loyal to Smart Water?
Yes.
We are pretty much. Yeah.
I did read recently, like, Smart Water is kind of the best. No, like, it's way better. Like, the the look in your eye.
I literally just almost had a heart attack. I almost just fell out of the chair. I was like, if she's about to say Smart Water is bad, like,
No.
I won't be okay.
No. It's like the like Arrowhead, and probably this like Kirkland is probably like worse than tap water. So I'm slowly making the switch to like a Smart Water. Fiji was number 1, but Smart Water was like top, I think 5.
Yeah.
Justine name dropping brands so hard of the waters.
No big deal. As I hold a Kirkland signature.
Like Kirkland, Arrowhead. So she's literally name dropping every brand of water that she knows.
I do have a Costco account. Don't want to brag. So what is your skincare routine, both of you? And were you each individually into skincare prior to becoming friends?
Yes.
Okay, great. So like, Billie, give me your skincare right out the gate.
Well, I'm always trying new products. But I think it's like 10 steps is my routine.
Really?
Yeah, just depending if I'm like tipsy or, like just
Depending.
Yeah. Like hers, like she's.
No, mine takes 4. You sleep while I do mine if we're at my house.
Literally, if I'm at her house, I'm like
That's nap time.
sleeping.
It takes me 45 minutes. I'm psychotic. Yeah.
Now, what do you have different brands that you guys use? Like, I'm a Sunday Riley girl. I stay pretty.
Love Sunday Riley. Good shit. Sunday
Good
Riley's
shit,
great.
right? Okay,
Great
good.
formulas.
Great. But it's like an oil, an eye cream, and a moisturizer. You know what I mean? So do I need more steps, you guys? Like, and I'll do the gua sha. I'll gua sha the oil and stuff, but like, I'm not getting the same
Do you
glow.
put your gua sha on the fridge?
Oh, do I need to do that?
Now you
okay,
need
see,
to.
these are the kinds of tips I fucking
Gua
came
sha on the
for.
fridge.
Yeah,
Okay.
and hyaluronic acid. Like I have hyaluronic acid in like a liquid form that I use as a toner. Then I put on an actual toner, and then I spray myself with what is it? Starts with a G,
Glow Recipe?
Yeah, with rose water.
Ooh.
And then I put hyaluronic acid serum on top of that to lock in the water.
Wow.
Caudalie Beauty Elixir.
I do
Yeah.
like Caudalie.
I'm addicted to this mist.
Okay, you guys, look
Fucking
at this
addicted.
mist. This is the mist, the Caudalie, right here.
That's like a
I'll
game
hold for
changer.
it. It is a game changer.
It's
Can
a
you
game
guys see it
changer.
there? There it is.
I don't even need it, but I want to spray it. Just
No,
because
Sam,
I'm
I want to
so
spray it. I'm
addicted.
spraying it right now.
Can
I'm
you spray
addicted.
over makeup too?
Oh yeah. For
Oh
sure.
my God.
Everyone's
and
misting right now.
It just gives a glow.
It's a good refresher.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And people are like, is she sweating or is it actually cute? And
Oh
you're
my
like,
God. No, it's cute. But it's also good
cute.
if you are a sweaty person, which you have said that you are.
I'm a
It's good
sweaty
to
ass bitch, dude.
lean into it. You know what
I
I,
have
mean?
to. Literally,
Okay.
the fan is like a thing. The fan is a thing now. People know.
I have to move my long bangs. They're very
Move the bangs.
overgrown.
You could have a whole different fucking face up there without knowing. Justine could be hiding a whole like world up here. She just has bangs so no one knows. Justine has a twin sister that lives up right here and no one knew.
I literally, oh my God, no joke. I got bangs because I'm too scared to get Botox. So I just was like
Genius.
bangs because this is my major problem area because I have such a heavy Sicilian brow that I'm constantly raising my eyebrow. So yeah, like years ago at my dermatologist, I was like, what do you think about up here? And he was like, yeah, those
Bangs.
are getting etched in. And I was like, okay. And then I did nothing until I got bangs.
That's
And now
a
we
life
got
hack.
it. Do you guys have Botox, either of you?
Lip filler nose job.
Really?
I got a nose job when I was 16.
I love nose jobs.
I love nose. You are fucking Jewish. Are you kidding me? She's like, I love nose jobs. I'm like, you're Jewish as fuck.
No, and I've never had one, but I did when I worked at a bougie sushi restaurant in Denver. All the old ladies did ask if I had a nose job, which I
That's such a
consider
compliment.
huge compliment.
That's a huge compliment.
But I love. Okay, so nose job, lip filler.
Nose job, lip filler.
I've had nothing done.
You've had nothing. God, I love
I've had a lot done.
I'm obsessed.
Her face isn't moving. She's like, I had nothing done.
I haven't had Botox in like 6 months.
You're vegan.
This director who I'm working with on a film, she's like, can you not do Botox anymore?
Does it really, do you notice the difference like with being able to move or not, like being a performer? Because that's definitely been my like, pause with it as well.
Not as much like on my forehead, but I did do a lip lift with Botox, and then I went to acting class, and I had a scene where I was crying, and I could not, I couldn't move my mouth.
Really?
I would
Yeah,
love
it was
to see
so
that. Holy shit.
embarrassing. I
Oh,
was like,
so funny.
That is, do you talk about that on stage? That's hilarious.
No, I haven't
Write it
yet.
down right now.
Write it down
before you forget.
This is a writing meeting, you guys.
Write it down.
Welcome. Well, you look amazing. You have an incredible nose as well. Both of you have very good noses, great refined tips.
Dr. Collar.
Natural, though.
Gavami,
Dr.
Dr.
Collar.
Gavami.
Okay,
Dr. Collar.
love it. You guys getting these doctors' names?
Everyone
Jot
write
them
this shit down, dude.
I know. We're here to make everyone hotter on this. This is the Hotcast.
This is the Hotcast.
No, you guys both are so hot.
It's insane.
It's like, it should be illegal. You know
It's
what I mean?
overwhelming. Like all three of us together is like a lot.
Together, it's insane.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's so much. Yeah, I haven't done anything yet, but I definitely need to because, as you get older, I'm 38, so it's like, I think the time might be now,
Yeah, I did Botox when I've been doing Botox for the last 10 years, which is why I think my face is because it's preventative.
It looks
I just do a little bit
amazing
to prevent deep lines.
Yeah.
But just now recently, just getting into acting and stuff, I wanted to not be, I don't know, so still and frozen. And
Well, it looks so good that I feel like even if you backed off a little, which it sounds like you haven't done it in a while, you'd still no lines, but there's movement. You know what I mean?
I can see my face has fallen a little, and I'm like, but
oh my God.
Once I'm done filming,
if that's fallen,
My face
I'll
is so
take
up.
it. I'll take
Your
it.
face is not falling.
Yeah.
yes, it has.
No, you hallucinate.
Isn't it crazy? We're so hard on ourselves.
It's fucked up.
Truly, it's so fucked up.
And guys don't know anything. Guys just wake up and jerk off. They're like, I look fucking great, dude.
I know.
And we're analyzing everything.
I'm like, you're wearing two different shoes. What's going on? Get it together.
two different shoes.
Yeah.
I will
real.
say, whenever comedy makes me we make fun of ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's so nice to
That's why I started stand up when I was 23, and I was like, this is so great because I can't age out of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the older and gnarlier you look, the better it is for comedy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally am just leaning in, but at the same time, the bangs, we got to do something. When it's a curtain bang, we got to do something.
A curtain bang.
It's a curtain,
Curtain bangs are such a thing right now. They're all over my Instagram.
They really are. I'm going to cut them again, but I'm growing them out first. A thing I'm doing. So I'll have to wait a couple more weeks.
A spiritual thing.
It's a spiritual thing.
It's not for work. It's kind of it's a spiritual. I just feel more connected to the earth when I grow out my curtain bangs.
When I grow out my curtain bangs. And it's kind of, a metaphor for coming onto the stage.
It is a metaphor. It's a metaphor. It's a weird one, but it's there.
It's there.
It's
you guys
there.
get it. All right. So much to talk about.
So much.
So excited to have you guys on. You have a new podcast coming out.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Tell me about it before we get into everything.
It's called Billie and the Kid.
I love it.
Really? Kid.
Because, okay, you guys, Sammy
I'm 12 and a half years old. It's actually insane. I haven't even been bar mitzvah yet, dude.
She is an infant.
Yeah.
I was telling them before, Sammy is, you guys, if you're Patreon members, my cousin Carly. She's Gen Z. She was on a Patreon episode. Carly, what's up? Carly Layton.
No idea who she is.
But
Carly.
you're the first Gen Z person we've had
fucking go
on the regular pod. Because you're what, 25?
26.
Oh my God.
I keep saying 25, but I'm 26.
Oh God.
Well,
Well,
she
God,
just
get the
turned
fuck
26.
out, you old
I
hack.
can't believe it. I'm too old for Leo now, dude. Now I'm officially too old.
I know.
He stops at 25.
It's so crazy that when I first had a crush on Leo when I was seeing Titanic the first of 21 times back in the day, I was closer to being age appropriate for him then than I am now.
That's fucked.
Isn't that crazy?
That's literally fucking insane.
I had no idea. I was, that the second I moved out here, I was almost expired,
Yeah.
Okay, but let's get into it. Your podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's produced by Jam and the Van.
Awesome.
And Billie and the Kid. So we basically have two guests on each episode. One is a comedian and one is a reality star.
Cute.
And some of the reality stars cross over as comedians
Yeah,
too.
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, it's just really good vibes. It's a lot of pink. I feel like
It's the pinkest set Jam in the Van has ever fucking seen, dude.
I love it. And I had an instinct. I was telling you guys I was going to
You
wear
knew.
black. And I was like, no, something was calling to me to wear pink. And
Yes.
so I like did a huge switch. Barbie, you're obsessed with Barbie. We're going to
obsessed
chat
with
Barbie. We're going to chat it all. So I love that you have a pink set. Cannot wait to see it. And when does it premiere? Do you guys have a date yet?
we have end of January. We don't have exact date yet,
Okay.
but it's end of January.
Amazing.
Like soon.
Yeah,
Soon.
Within Q1, you guys will be seeing all sorts of numbers and fucking shit
Yeah,
from us.
you're
okay?
going to fucking see. So like, subscribe, all the things.
all the things. Justine will be on the pod.
I'm so
Yes.
excited.
Yeah.
It's funny because one of the stories I wanted to talk about today was about Gypsy Rose.
yes, dude.
I'm
yes.
addicted right now.
You're
I didn't know
addicted.
you were addicted to her.
Yes.
I'm addicted to Gypsy Rose.
I mean, who could maybe first of all, if Joey King is playing you, I'm on board. You know
No,
what I mean?
100%.
Like 1,000%. First of all, I'm so fascinated by this man who married her.
jealous.
He sent her a letter. They're married. He picked her up in prison, and she was talking. I read something about how she was talking about how she's just getting dick down.
She literally can't wait. I'm pulling up the comment.
Yeah, she was.
The comment is so fucking
Yeah.
funny. She's like, fuck the haters. Like, you give me that good D every night. I'm like, Gypsy.
I know. Gypsy is getting fucked, which
Gypsy's
is
getting
so
fucked,
good.
dude.
Well, I mean, she's been in prison for a long time, so
She was in prison, and then she was in prison arguably her whole life up until then, because
Yeah.
her mom was like, you know, fucking Munchausen by proxying her. Which having a dog has made me realize I might have a little Munchausen, you know.
Okay, go explain. You can't say that and brush over. You need to go deeper into that.
Well, I just love that when she's like just really dependent on me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
So healthy.
When we're out of town and she follows me everywhere because she's like, "What the fuck is happening? This isn't our home." I'm like, I kind of like it, you know. I kind of love it. So I'm like, I better not have kids. Good.
Yeah.
Just continue that path of not being a mother.
Billie's practicing for kids by raising me. It's so fun for her.
So good though.
I want a baby, but yeah, I definitely have her.
I mean,
My mom wants you to have a baby so bad.
I know it's gonna.
She wants to
happen.
have it.
Yeah.
Like, not have another one because I'm a lot.
Yeah.
But she like wants to have yours to play with.
She will.
I'm trying to
that
find
would be
Gypsy's
so
comment,
cute.
you guys.
It was great. Well, I'll talk a little bit. So another thing that I read when Gypsy was saying this, you know, making this statement, because there was all this stuff in the news about her with Taylor Swift like a couple weeks ago, right? How she like had a dream she met Taylor Swift or wanted to meet Taylor, and then
She was going to, but I guess like security purposes, she couldn't actually go to her concert. Right?
yeah, something like that, which makes sense. I mean, look, baby girl was abused by her mother, but she is still she's convicted.
happens.
You know, it happens.
It happens.
Sometimes we can't go to the Taylor Swift concert. But she was talking about fighting with her husband, and she was like, yeah, I like to like hash it out right away, and sometimes he'll need a minute to like, he'll need a couple hours to figure it out. And I'm like, don't take a couple hours. This is fucking Gypsy Rose. She plotted to fucking
Yeah.
kill her mother. Can you imagine?
No, Ryan doesn't know what he's dealing with.
He doesn't, but he got that big D.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wait. Here's the comment. Ryan, don't listen to the hater. Gypsy sounds nothing like that. I'm not even doing.
No, I like it. Do it like that.
I'm saying it like a bitch. I'm just saying
No,
how I
please,
would read it.
'cause
I'm
I
wearing
think-
my glasses. I feel really rude right now.
No, be rude. It's
I'm like-
rude Gypsy.
Okay, rude Gypsy. Ryan, don't listen to the haters. I love you and you love me. Okay, she's controlling. We do not owe anyone anything. She's psycho. Our family is who matters. If you get likes and good comments, great. She's superficial. If you get hate, then whatever, because they don't matter. That's in all caps. I love you, pink heart. Besides, they jealous. That's not correct English. Because you are rocking my world every night. Yeah, I said it. The D is fire. Fire emoji. Happy wife, happy life.
The D is fire, which
Gypsy is a freak.
if you
Okay, but to be fair, she's had like what, one D her whole
one
life?
other D, because did she get the D from the other guy?
I think
Yeah,
so,
she
yeah.
did.
She
Right.
Got the D, and then
then-
he was hypnotized by the P, and he
Right.
was like, "I'm gonna fucking
Right.
kill
It's
him."
been a while
And-
since I've watched.
She's been in prison, so she's not had a lot of dick.
She hasn't had a lot of dick shit, and
You
also,
look really concerned.
well,
I'm worried too because
Everyone's
like
worried.
we're worried. We're worried for
worried.
Gypsy. This is a Gypsy intervention.
100%.
I'm worried for her because same, like that's the only dick she's had. So it's like, okay, is it better than the other guy that she got to kill her mom? Sure, you know, maybe. But have you seen this guy? He doesn't look like someone. He doesn't strike me as dick is fire energy.
No, no.
He looks like an HR manager. You know what I mean?
100%.
At like some corporation.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
He looks like who you would take your complaint to.
And he files it away, and he's never gonna double check on it.
Yeah,
That's
no,
who he
he's
is.
never. He's like, yeah, I got it. No,
Yeah.
a bigger guy though too, right?
yeah, he's bigger.
Yeah.
So
Bigger
Glasses. He kind of looks like Peter Griffin as a real human being.
Yes.
Similar vibes.
Similar.
Peter's offspring.
Yes, and similar level of like game, I feel. 100%. You know? Like, I don't,
game is level 100, dude.
It's not like I'm looking at him like, you know, I've talked a lot on this podcast about Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater. Like, I don't get it. He does, but I'm sure you could tell he's an actor. He's a Broadway guy. He's probably charming as shit. They have a lot like that. Okay, I get it.
He must have a massive dick. I feel like that's
dick.
the only
I'm
way.
sure he
it
has.
might be chemistry too.
The chemistry.
Like, even just the way he smells.
Exactly.
Like, it's everything but the looks.
Or a huge dick.
No, but also like I'm getting more Fire D energy from him than from this accountant.
Yeah,
that Gypsy's married.
I think
to.
Justine wants to fuck Ryan, the husband. Justine wants to fuck Gypsy's husband. I understand now. She's like, what do you guys think? Because she wants us to validate that she should just fucking try. Wait, you need to slide into his DMs right now.
I just slide in.
Slide into Ryan's DMs.
I noticed though he has like 200,000 followers.
Yeah, because he's so fucking
she has like
hot.
6.7 million
That's
or something
insane.
on
It's
Instagram.
so crazy. I mean, look, it is a complicated. Where do you guys stand? Like, are we?
I don't even think she should have went to prison. Like, I'm sorry, she was literally escaping something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel bad for her, and I love her, and I want the best for her.
Yeah, I do too. But like, if you were married to her, would you have like a little thing in the back of your mind, like this bitch should kill her own mother? You know?
If we were getting an argument, for sure.
In an argument, yeah. When she reaches for the knife when she's trying to make me a sandwich,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, let's put that down.
Yeah,
sandwich.
yeah. I mean, shit. Yeah, don't cross that bitch. You
Honestly,
know?
I'm like, how good is her pussy that he killed the mom? I'm like,
That's-
we're talking about the fire D, the fire pussy, dude. Pussy power.
I totally agree.
Gypsy is the best pussy in the world.
You know, and I hats off to her because look, my boyfriend moved to be with me, so like that's good pussy to like cross state
for
lines.
sure.
He didn't kill
You know
your
what I
mom,
mean?
though?
He didn't kill my mom though.
okay, so you
now I'm
guys
like,
have a step to go.
Yeah,
so.
we've got a little bit of a step to go to really prove
You guys need to get more
the power.
deep.
Yeah, we have to get a little deeper. I'm like, how good is this pussy, babe?
Will you kill my mom for my pussy? Yes or no? Like, I need to know. This is not unreasonable.
I know she's just set this like bar so high
So
for
high.
pussy everywhere, you know? So I think she's inspiring in that way.
She's about to take over the porn industry. I can see it happening right now.
I could totally see
Billie
it.
likes that. See, she was like,
I just like want her to succeed.
You're like, I just support. I mean, she should definitely
Billie's so nice.
At least get an OnlyFans, right?
100%
Yeah.
with the husband.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, let's see this Fire D, bitch.
I think you need to slide in his DMs. I won't let it go.
What do I
Just
say?
Say, I heard the D is fire. I have a boyfriend, but would love to rendezvous sometime.
Or just ask for a dick pic.
Rendezvous,
I mean, at least so we
ask her a
can
dick
see
pic.
it.
Yeah.
But you guys, I'm scared because Gypsy. What if she like sends someone to come kill me? You know?
I mean, I definitely.
No, you're right.
Right?
You're right. We can't mess with her.
We can't. Like, I would
The
1,000%.
plan backfired really quick.
Honestly, like I was about to send, and then I was like, "Wait, this is like a convicted accessory to
No,
murder."
it got really real. It got really real.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, I can't mess with her. Like that fucking. All you, babe. You take that award-winning fucking killer, literal killer pussy, and you run
Literally.
with it.
Killer pussy. Wait, okay, now you have to slide into her DMs and tell her that's good merch for her.
Oh no, that is
killer
good merch.
pussy.
Killer
Like,
pussy. Oh my god, fuck. Should we be like? We need to be on
We
her
are
team.
Gypsy.
Yeah, I
We're
want her
a
on the
Gypsy
podcast.
team.
I want her on the podcast. I want to have lunch with her.
Has she done any podcasts?
Bill, I
or
would
anything?
love to see a video of just Billie and Gypsy at lunch. How fucking weird
Yeah,
would
where
that
would
meal
you go to
be?
lunch with her?
We'll go for a hike. Maybe Crossroads.
Do you know?
love
Does she like
Crossroads.
hikes?
Right?
Does she like hikes?
I don't know.
You should
We'll
ask.
see.
I mean, I don't think she's gotten to do much like in her life because
Maybe she's never been on a hike.
I doubt she's been on a hike. When would she have time? Her mom like had her like strapped to a fucking like. Wasn't she in a wheelchair?
Yeah, there's so many.
I'm so
And then
glad
she
her
was in
mom's
prison.
dead.
There's
Like,
so. Billy's like, I wish the best for her. I'm glad the mom's dead. I'm like, fucking vibe switch.
I like
So
just got
funny.
done watching the series. I also watched the documentary. There was 2 documentaries that I watched, and then I like fell into a whole hole like on TikTok. So
That's
like,
dangerous.
Yeah.
It is dangerous. I do that. I'll get violently high and then I'll just like go down a rabbit hole and like search for things that I don't need to search for, like mysteries that don't need to be solved. You know what I mean?
Right.
Genius.
Your algorithm noticed that too, and then sometimes stuff will just pop up, and then I'm like scared, like
Yeah.
even to walk to my car.
Yeah.
It's like I watch way
Chilling.
too much.
Chilling.
Gypsy's gonna come to my car.
No,
I
Gypsy's-
started watching all these true crime docs over the
Love.
the holidays on Netflix. Did you guys see High? It's
No,
this one
but
about
I
this-
love the name.
Oh my, right? Like
Love
right
the
up-
name.
and I like it because it's like dark but upbeat. Like it's about
It's
this
super chill.
Yeah, it's about this hot
chill.
girl from Ireland who like accidentally smuggles like I think 16 kilos of cocaine.
Okay, classic accident.
Right? Like, it's like not her fault. Like, she's
Like,
kind of like.
that just happens sometimes.
Sometimes it happens. And then it's all about how she like kind of rebuilds her life in prison and gets out early. It's really good.
Obsessed.
Yeah, it's great. I recommend that.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it.
Also, Sins of Our Mother is really good. I'm really into this like genre of like mommy issue crime dramas.
How was your childhood? Based on that statement.
It was really good, actually. I'm an only child, so I am very close with my mom.
Oh my God! Wow.
Wait, are you guys only children? Either of you?
Such a sibling. I'm
We both
such
have brothers.
Yeah,
Really?
we're such siblings.
People really when I say that, I don't open with it because it does come with a bit of a negative connotation. You know, like in some places being vegan, some people have a thought about it. You know,
I get more shit for being vegan than I do trans.
really.
Literally, dude.
Literally.
Group chats.
Hilarious. That's hilarious. Wait, one thing I wanted to mention though is that Gypsy, it was just revealed, I think, is that she's related to a couple of reality stars. One of them is Stassi,
Yeah,
I believe.
I saw
Did you
that
see
too.
that?
I saw
Who's
that.
Stassi?
Stassi Schroeder.
Dude, I don't know anyone.
Truth be told, I haven't allowed myself to get into all the Housewives, Vanderpump, all that, because I know it will
neither.
take over my life.
She doesn't even know what it is.
She's like, what is it?
I don't watch it either.
But I did get involved last year because of Scandal. It
Yes.
was everywhere, and
Yeah.
it brought people like me in, where I'm like, I'm just watching the reunion and the finale. I have no context whatsoever. Now, okay, some of the listeners might want to know, like, what is your take, if you feel comfortable talking about it, and it could just be a short little thing on like, you know, I think you got a lot of shit last year for being seen out and about with Tom.
Yes.
Which I think was unfair. How do you feel now that all the drama has kind of blown over? Like, where do you stand now with everything?
I feel good with myself. Like, I was there for a friend who really had no one at the time, like literally no one, and felt like the world was against him.
Yeah.
And I helped pull him out of a dark place. And I feel like he honestly wouldn't be here today if someone didn't do that.
Yeah.
So I feel good. And he's always had my back, had my corner, especially when we filmed.
Yeah.
It's really hard as a trans woman to have allies, especially straight, cis, hetero men.
Right.
And he's always been like proud and had my back. So why wouldn't I do the same? And then a lot of people are coming around now, like you said, like they're understanding, like people make mistakes.
Yes.
We should never, like, I feel like he literally got so much hate, like he murdered someone. And it's like, he just cheated on someone who also treated him like shit. So like, not that that's an excuse. I don't think that people should cheat on people, but they don't know the full truth and like how awful that relationship was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel pretty good about it now.
Good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, in the midst of it, I was like obviously having panic attacks and freaking out.
I can only imagine. And I think the way you handled it was so good. And, you know, you held your head high and stuck to your guns. And I think that's so important, especially like nowadays, you know, not to get too dark, but like the past couple months, you know, you never know what someone's going to do or how low someone is. You know what I mean? So I really feel like probably we're a really big help to him in that way. And I like that people are coming around now, you know?
Exactly.
Kind of like when that kind of stuff happens, people just always, it's like people are just waiting to like take someone down, you know?
Especially when it's a pop culture person, like people want to hyperfixate and make it so bad. Not that it was a good thing, but like people want to like, the Kardashians just need to do something and they'll shut up about Tom. You know what I mean? Like people just like love to hyperfixate on some shit like that until a new thing happens. And then they're like, oh, I forgot.
Exactly.
It's fine.
And they forget about it and it's like so not a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like, look at the news people who had the affair, you know, and like left both there. And now they have like a fucking podcast together. You know what I mean?
They have a fucking podcast, dude.
And are just like airing.
Why does everything lead to a podcast these days? Everything leads to a podcast.
And now they have a podcast together.
Gypsy killed her mom. Now she has a podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
They cheated on their significant. Now they have a podcast.
Gypsy needs a podcast.
She does.
She needs a
Oh my
podcast.
God.
She needs an
She needs
OnlyFans.
to do this podcast with you.
She does. Should she be the new co-host? I think she should.
You and Gypsy's energy is electric.
Glitter
dude.
and Garbage with Gypsy and Justine.
Wait, that sounds good as fuck.
Right?
Literally, the way you just said it, I'm like, okay, that sounds real.
It's happening. Aaron, you're fine with that, right?
Aaron?
Gypsy in here. We'll run. We'll run her right in.
Erin's terrified.
Erin's like, oh my God, not any more women. I'm okay with
No
all this
more.
estrogen.
But Gypsy's the queen.
Yeah.
She is extra
She is.
because
She is
such
so
a
extra.
queen.
Now let's talk about another queen. Who I'm curious what your thoughts are on Britney, because Billie and I come from the generation where like Britney was the queen, right? And were you a fan?
I was a fan, and also just like Gypsy, I feel like she was tortured and like
absolutely.
It's not funny. I'm not laughing.
I'm with you, like the way you are about Gypsy. I'm that way about Britney, where I have watched everything, every documentary, listened to the whole book. Michelle Williams killed it.
She did.
So good. Chef's kiss.
I haven't listened.
It's so good. But I'm curious if you're like, does this even interest you? Because you're kind of like,
It interests me, but I'm like way more interested in Gypsy. Like significantly more interested in what's going on with Gypsy.
I get it.
Britney was the first concert I ever went to. Cousin
Really?
Lauren, my cousin is your guys' age. She was so mad at me because Britney fucking queen.
Yeah.
And it was the first, I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
And my dad, like his friend got some tickets, whatever. My dad took me to the Britney concert and we went backstage and I was 4. Like I don't have no memory
Yeah.
of this shit.
Yeah.
And my cousin's like, fuck you stupid little fuckers. Like I'm like backstage at the Britney concert and that's like her dream.
oh my God.
person. She's like, fuck you, dude.
do you remember what tour it was?
No idea. I was such a baby.
Wait, what year? What
I wasn't
year?
even high yet. I was just small.
Oh
so
my
I
God,
don't
you're
remember.
just small?
Exactly.
What year? Do you remember?
I was 4 and now I'm 26.
Okay, so this was 22 years ago. So it was
1997,
like
1998,
1999, 2002 or 2000?
If I'm born in 97, but I was 4. It's 2001.
2001. Ooh.
I can't do math, dude.
peak Britney era. Like that must have been like the Oops tour, I bet. Like wasn't Oops out around that? Or maybe it was the Britney tour. Or was it Dream Within a Dream? Ooh, if it was Dream in a Dream, bitch.
They could be all 3. I was 4. I have no fucking
So
clue.
good. You're like,
I'm like,
know
it
how
was
to,
all of those names, yeah.
you're like, I don't know how to communicate. I don't remember
It was
and
all
don't
those
care.
names.
Well, Britney, obviously there were a lot of rumors that she was going to come out with new music.
Yes. Mhm.
All my
That
gays
was
have
all
been
over
texting
Instagram
me.
today.
We've all been hoping and praying. Unfortunately, she did come out and say, I'm never coming back to the music industry. What are your thoughts on that? Do we believe her? Because she did come out with she did the song with Elton John,
I don't. Okay. For one, I love the fact that she doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like she's had so much trauma within
true.
that industry. Like, I'm sure it's a lot of triggering, just even being in like the sound booth, recording.
Right.
I can imagine being one trigger after another. So good for her. But at the same time, I do feel like I don't 100% believe her.
Yeah.
Because it's like that toxic boyfriend that you go back to.
Right.
Like, you've heard your friends be like, I'll never talk to him again, but then you do. Sometimes you get
Why'd
desperate.
you look at me when you said that?
Wait, is there a toxic boyfriend?
No, I'm really good at like
make eye
muting.
contact.
Like, I will mute a motherfucker and not
Me
talk to them.
too.
Yeah.
Wait, Billie is a genius. Say the quote. Do you even remember
Well,
the quote?
guys like to play games.
Yes,
Like,
they do.
They love playing games, especially like they'll do anything to get to fuck you. Like
Anything.
they'll bring you a toy or
Love
a
bomb.
prize or love bomb.
Yeah. You're right.
But like
A prize? They'll bring you a prize.
I almost said it, but I was like, no.
They'll bring you a prize. You know how it is.
Like you want an
No, try
all
to say it.
expenses paid
Yeah,
vacation.
Okay, I'm literally just gonna say it, but I'm not gonna
Yes,
say names.
say it.
This dude bought me a fucking. I'm obsessed with pandas. Like panda's
Okay.
my favorite animal. Whatever.
Okay.
He
Oh,
got
yeah.
me this like It's really cool. It's like a vintage thrifted panda, like
Okay.
wooden carved statue.
Statue.
whatever.
A
It's
fucking statue.
He brought it to my show at the Improv. It's 17 pounds.
Okay.
Like it's like you parked your car a block away and brought it into the show. Like that's.
Like he didn't just grab it like on a whim on the
No,
like he put thought.
He also
into
could have
this.
like just taken a picture and been like, "Thought of you, want to suck my dick?"
Yeah.
But he like bought it for me instead. Brought it to my show.
He was addicted to her
He was addicted to
all
me.
the way up until they fucked.
And then
And then she gets addicted. So they
Silent.
like reverse.
That's how it I'm like, always
that's how it is.
I'm like, bro, you got me a statue to hit it once. You're the fucking weird one.
Okay.
You're the weird one.
I have to. You finish and then I'll tell you my
like
experience.
statue for one entry.
Okay,
I'm like,
but
that's
like,
insane.
so obviously he's playing a game. Like, she was like, "Oh my god, he's playing a game," and like there was like DMs back and forth, and he would read it
So many DMs.
and not like DM her back. And I was like, "Girl, just mute him." After I hook
Yes.
up with anyone,
Genius,
I just
Billie.
mute them immediately.
Smart.
On everything because
smart.
I don't see their story. I don't
Yeah.
give two fucks, and I swear to you, they're all addicted. Like
no, guys are addicted to her. It's insane.
So that makes sense though because
a genius.
Did you ever read like the rules or he's just not that into you? Do you know those books? It's
No.
all about how guys really like the chase, basically. And so you have to like have your own thing going on. Because do you notice it's a pattern where a guy will be really, 100%. Really into you, love bombing. I had one guy, he like took me on all these like dates. He took me to Universal Studios, got me Punky Brewster season 2 on DVD, which is very important. He bought me like a $300 mattress pad. Like that's a home furnishing. Like I'm assuming you're buying it for me because you're planning on spending a lot of time in my bed, right? Like the second I let my guard down and start reciprocating, ghosts.
That's when they attack.
That's what they do.
Yeah, it's so fucked up, dude. It's so fucked.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did I say about like?
No, I like write. I get one. Okay, when
please write it down.
When
Or
I'm really
read it.
high and Billie says some like genius shit.
Yeah.
I write it down because I'm like, this is insane.
Okay.
Basically, the ultimate way to win the game is just fucking muting them. And I started doing it because I have an attachment style anxious. Like I'm very anxious, and I don't want to be that way, and I just want to protect myself. So I immediately just mute them.
Smart.
And
On my computer.
I don't save numbers. Like I literally could
She
be.
doesn't save anyone's number. I
I could
text
be
her. I'm like, are
dating-
you coming over? She's like, who the fuck is this?
New phone. Who
I'm
knows?
kidding. I'm like, are you coming over? She's like, I don't know who this is. I'm blocking you. I'm like,
She's
I
like,
thought we were
you're
getting lunch.
Mute.
I don't like save guys' numbers.
me.
Like I literally
Hilarious.
don't. Like
hilarious.
which is probably why I'm still single. But I mean, honestly, I'm not
but
trying.
you're also single because you're like, I don't want you back. Like so many people are
Yeah, I
down,
don't.
dude. You have a list.
Well,
I know, it's-
I think part of it is like I think a lot of times though, people try to play. If the guy's into you or not, like he's gonna go for it. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like you can't hold him back from if he's into you. Like so I feel like sometimes as girls we get into this like, you know, trying to like trick someone either like withholding sex or whatever.
I like that you're doing the pause to show
I'm doing
trickery.
the pause, the trickery.
yeah,
the
it's like playing the game.
Yeah.
But a lot of guys are just, it's all about the hunt.
Yes.
Like they love hunting, and men are hunters.
Yeah.
And us women, we are nesters. We like to nest and, you know, create a family.
Sometimes someone just gets you a statue because they want one blowjob. You know what I mean? That's sometimes
Exactly.
what it is.
He's hunting. He literally, I'm going to pick up this tool to go hunting. Like,
No, that's literally insane, but it's so real.
It's true
Yeah.
though.
It was a hunting mission, and he caught the fucking bird. I was the bird that killed the bird.
So
this is such an idiotic metaphor.
Where do you stand with him now?
We're literally not talking. Like if like we watch each other's stories sometimes, he's like we have mutual friends. Like I'll definitely see him around, but I'm like I also don't care anymore. I have so much comedy shit going on. I haven't even been thinking
And
about it.
I said, look, when you mute the person, like the worst thing that's gonna happen is you might not end up talking to him anymore. But guess what?
Then that's
You don't
another
give a
thing.
shit.
Yeah.
Because by
Like,
that time you don't
I'm
even
so
care.
busy. I don't even give a fuck.
You know, the great Kristen Cavallari said recently. Do you know who that? Do you know who that is? Do you know?
I was literally just gonna say who is that. I knew everyone would get mad if I asked that.
Well, from the hills, right?
From the Hills.
Yeah, okay.
She was on
I'm looking
Laguna
her.
Beach, then the Hills. She has a podcast. She's one of the OG reality stars.
Yeah,
of our
Everyone has a
generation.
fucking podcast.
But she was.
I know who she is.
She got a bunch of shit because she basically said like, "Hey, if you want to like sleep with someone, just sleep with them," you know. And I totally agree with that because I think like you can't play this game of like, oh, if I don't have sex with him, then maybe he'll want to date me. It's like, no, that's not gonna make or break whether if he's a player, he's gonna play you either way. You know what I
Facts.
mean? So like, might as well just fucking. You know, bone and see if it's something
You could
wanna
wait 3
continue.
months and then you fuck him, and then if he's just a player, he's gonna go.
Once they get what they want, they don't care.
Yeah.
There was a guy I dated. Both these guys are on television, by the way. But one of the guys, another guy, separate from the mattress guy, the mattress cover guy, he was really pursuing me. We had been in like an improv class years ago together.
Weird sex.
Weird. Yes,
100%.
a lot of yes and. A lot of yes
weird
and.
sex right there. Improv class.
Just doing all these voices and characters. We're like, can we get a suggestion? It's like no one else is here.
The cat is on the floor.
Yeah. So, but I was like, whatever about him, right? I wasn't like super into him, but I was like, oh, I'm single, just like date. I've never really dated, you know. So I like went on a few dates with him. The third date, I was like, I guess, like I guess I'll have sex with him. Literally after that, he was like done, which I was like,
fuck you.
I didn't care because I truly wasn't into him, but it was just a testament of like, oh, a guy will go through. They're like competitive, like
It's
they
just how
need
their
to
brain
win.
works.
Exactly.
It's like a biological, like how they're
Exactly.
biologically wired. Like that's just what it is. You just didn't know not to care.
But that being said, I will say like, yeah, I think if a guy's really into you, you'll know. You know, like he will make it known.
My dad gave me a great quote once when I was upset about a guy in high school. He was like, Sammy, if a guy wants to talk to you, he will. It's that simple. I was like, Dad, you're a fucking
That
genius,
is
dude.
so true and
It's so
accurate.
true.
Yeah.
Like,
Men are simple.
again,
If they want to talk to
they
you,
are.
they will. There's no
game. It's
Yeah.
not like, oh, he's trying not to show how much he's into me. It's like, no, bitch, he's just not that into you.
Yeah, literally.
Do you know the amount of times I've tried to politely give my friends the book, He's Just Not That Into You? Like, there's no nice way to give it to you.
How do you do it?
I know.
I've just
Act
been
it
like,
out.
hey, like, you know, I have a couple, like this book. I know you've been having some, you know, struggles with dating. Like, it really helped me if you'd ever want to, like, read it. And then
It would help Justine if her friend did read it. She's like, this would help me manage your fucking psychosis.
I don't have to fucking hear about this anymore and tell you he's just not that into you.
Yep.
Because, you know, we're in denial, especially when we're in that dick cloud, you know? It's
Dick
hard.
cloud.
The dick cloud.
I know the
yes.
dick cloud. Well, there's so many
heavy.
guys out there. Like, I understand the dick cloud though, because I like have fallen in love with like my best friend back at home, and it was the most magical sex. Also, we were best friends since the 6th grade, so like that's, you know, it's hard to get away
different.
from that
Yeah,
dick. You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So I get it.
Sometimes it's hard, man.
You're having flashbacks to the dick cloud. I
Yeah.
saw it in your eyes. Her eyes just
Dick,
went.
dick was fire. Call up Gypsy.
Her
Get
eyes-
Gypsy on the line.
Her
We got
eyes literally
Barbie.
just like stopped, and I saw like a. I saw like you got a flashback.
The best dick ever.
I love that so much. But yeah, I mean, sometimes some dicks, you know, they stick more than others, you know?
Some dicks stick more. Welcome back to Dick Cloud, the podcast where we. Welcome back to Dick Clouds.
Wait, there was something else funny about what Brittany was saying, though. She said that she's been ghostwriting the past 2 years and that she's ghostwritten 20 songs for different artists, which I love Brittany. I'm a super fan. That is
Jonas
my
Brothers.
queen.
It's all the Jonas Brothers new shit. Is all her.
You think? I don't know
No.
if I... Do you buy it? I don't know
That
if
she's
I buy it. That
ghostwriting?
she's written 20 songs in the past 2 years.
Okay, first of all, have you? I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this. I love Britney. I want her to be free and beautiful, but the girl is on something.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely some mental health issues there.
Definitely.
I've heard from people
Definitely.
that it's been around her that she like there's like a loophole of being on drugs. So she'll do like and mushrooms a lot.
Oh.
And she like flies to Mexico to get them. And then comes back on her private jet. So she does a lot of like, that's why she dances a lot in her videos. It's
Not too specific to be
it's
not
literally,
real.
but-
it's and mushrooms, but that drug is more like, okay, cool, because it's a happy drug.
Right.
But like when you're doing it all the time,
Yeah.
it's not
get
so
extra
great for
high.
your
Yeah.
mental health.
I could buy that. And again, this is allegedly, you guys.
Yeah,
We're not
exactly.
saying any of this
Allegedly.
is fact. But,
Legend.
but I will say that makes sense because my favorite thing to do is get really high or like take mushrooms and dance around my apartment.
Yeah.
And I film it
Right.
and you guys
Yes.
see it on my Instagram.
Yeah.
And everyone probably thinks I'm as crazy. I'm not doing as many twirls, but
It's less
like,
choreographed. I feel like it's just like your
It's
vibe.
just vibing?
Yeah.
I'm just
It's just
vibing.
your vibe. It's your vibe.
But
Vegans
so
vibe so hard.
fucking a vegan vibe. Like
It
when a
hits
vegan
different.
is vibing, move out the way.
100%. Okay, Dick Cloud, vegan vibes, killer pussy for Gypsy. We made so many good.
Well, there's so, like we're
Yeah.
just like creating all these new
we're like a
phrases.
branding empire.
No, we are a
Yeah.
branding empire. We are going to start
This
a
is like
branding business.
insane.
No, we need to.
We need
get
to
it.
start a podcast.
Billie and the Kid and the Bangs.
Billy the Kid and the Bangs.
But yeah, I wish her the best. I love her so much. I want more music from her.
Yes.
Because think about like back in her heyday, like just there was
Toxic.
one of my toxic, even like overprotected, fucking slave for you, all of it. One of my favorite things to do also while I get high is I'll go down a rabbit hole and just watch all these old Britney videos like of her in her glory days. Like I'm a coach that like their star player like fucking went down the shitter, you know, and I'm just like, oh, back in the
Could have
day.
been different.
It could have been
Seriously,
different.
Justine's naked, smoking a joint in her bed. She's like, could have been different.
I know, I'm
We
like,
could have
oh,
fucking
man.
fixed this. If I stepped in, shit would have been real different right now.
Well, I told you I lived in the apartment complex and would see Jamie Spears on the treadmill like every day. I'm like, I could have done something.
I don't like Jamie because she ruined Zoe 101.
Oh, that's Jamie Lynn. That's the sister.
Yeah, I don't
Jamie
like-
is the dad.
Dad.
Oh, Jamie. I thought you meant Jamie Lynn. I'm like,
That's
she
okay.
got
It's okay.
pregnant
You're-
and ruined Zoe
You're a
101.
baby.
I'm
Wait,
like, that's fucked.
Did the pregnancy ruin Zoe? See,
That's
love that,
why.
I love that you're the
That's
fucking
why.
Jamie Lynn and we're Brittany.
I'm like, don't even bring up Jamie, dude. I like Brittany. I'm like Team Brittany. She like needs help and
No,
she's
it's okay,
funny,
but
cool, whatever.
you're younger.
Jamie is not cool. She got pregnant and ruined the show. That was traumatizing. That was a childhood trauma.
Did the show get canceled after she got pregnant?
Because she was Zoe, and Zoe couldn't be pregnant.
Yeah, of course.
On the Pepperdine
Also, wasn't she
campus.
like 16 when she got pregnant?
She was. She could have been on MTV.
It's a very.
I was just gonna say she should have switched to 16 and pregnant. At least kept some sort of storyline going for the fans.
Taking the arc over there.
All the fans would have just transferred to 16 and pregnant. There
Yeah.
have been a lot of weird teen pregnancies, but like, dude.
She
love
acts
it.
though now. Like I've seen her in like one. I don't
Can't
know.
support
I
her
think it
since
was
she ruined Zoe
some kind
101,
of show,
sorry.
Magnolia or something on Netflix. She's on.
Oh yeah.
But she annoys me when I see her on the screen.
Because she ruined Zoe 101 and it's a subconscious thing. And
Probably
you're pissed
that's
about
probably
it
what
still.
it is.
Yeah. And I mean, after reading or listening to the book, it's hard to get past some of the things that Jamie Lynn did. You know,
I didn't read or listen to the book.
it's good, but I get it. Like if Cher had a memoir, I'm trying to think of someone that would be like equivalent. Like I would say Madonna, but I really care a lot about Madonna, so I don't think that that's a fair. But like Cher, I wouldn't be as interested
Right.
in. You know what I mean? I mean, I love
That's a good.
Cher,
I still love Britney though.
but in terms of like,
But I'm not addicted the way I'm addicted to Gypsy Rose. It's different level of interest.
well, we do like to talk about fangirling on this show. So I do want to
Yes.
know your ultimate fangirl, Barbie, obviously.
Duh.
Is that like, would you say that's your number one thing that you fangirl over?
I'm like, and just like comedy in general, I get crazy about
Yeah.
comedy. But
Yeah.
like Barbie, I'm fucking obsessed with right now.
Yeah.
You need to come to my apartment. My whole apartment is pink.
I love it.
like
Our podcast is pink because of.
the whole podcast is pink as fuck.
And are you super into Barbie too? Or you're like,
I mean, it's cute. I like it, but like,
Not
I'm
like
not.
in a psychotic
not a
way. I'm
lifestyle.
like,
It's
I'm like, I want to watch it every
it's
night.
not a lifestyle for sure.
wait, I'm curious because did you like Gosling as Ken? I certainly did. What
Love.
did you
Yeah,
think?
yeah,
Okay,
I
good.
did. Yeah.
Love.
Because did you see some of the younger people of your generation were
I hate
complaining
them. That's not cool.
about him being too old to be Ken?
No, he's not too old to be Ken. He was the perfect Ken.
He was so good, right?
That's fucked.
He was fucked. Okay, I'm so glad. Okay, you can.
Don't worry, I got
Okay,
you. I'll tell
great.
my generation.
Thank you. Please talk to
To pipe
them.
down.
Can you tell them to shut the fuck up and watch the Notebook, please?
100%. It's not cool.
Thank you. So disrespectful.
The Notebook makes me cry every time.
He's so hot. I was always a Leo girl, Leo DiCaprio, not like the sign. I'm an Aries, but I was so into Leo that like only had eyes for him. I was like, Ryan's whatever.
You
Gosling's
guys are
whatever.
exclusive?
We were exclusive.
Okay, obsessed.
But when I saw the Notebook, I was like, I don't really get the big deal. When I worked at Pinkberry in Studio City, right by.
Shut up. I literally live at the Pinkberry.
Yes, you live at the Pinkberry. I worked there.
That was like one of the first pink berries ever, right?
I
sure
know. I
was.
used to literally go there every day after school with my mom.
Oh my God. I worked
You
there.
definitely gave me Pinkberry.
I definitely gave you Pinkberry.
Vegan pomegranate, chocolate crunch, strawberries.
Oh my God, so good. But Gosling came in and he
Wow.
was so beautiful in person. I was like, I like couldn't speak. He was so much hotter than I even ever knew. That he just had this presence, and he ordered a large green tea with mochi, raspberries, and blackberries. And I was into him ever since then. I think he lived in Studio City for a minute though, because I used to run into him all the time.
Yeah, he's
when-
literally my roommate. We live together.
Well, a
I'm
lot.
sorry, I forgot to say that
At
up top.
Pinkberry.
Forgot to say that up top.
They have apartment buildings like literally set up just for actors, like so the studio like rents them out.
Oh, so
So,
maybe I once
Yeah,
saw
that's the
him-
path that I'm on. That's what I'm.
Yeah, that's
I'm a
what-
big time actor.
Yeah, you
the
are.
studio wants me to live
Yeah,
there.
you are.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You absolutely are. Wait, so what do you fangirl over?
Oh, what do I fangirl
Tofu.
over? Tofu.
Tofu, crossroads.
Tofu, putting her feet on the grass and the sand.
I love
certain
earthing,
things from
yeah.
Erewhon.
Yeah, I'm.
You fangirl over Erewhon. Literally every 2 seconds, Erewhon.
natural stuff like
Yeah.
the beach. I have my merch line,
stick.
vegan merch line
The
that I'm
stick.
coming out with. Yeah.
What's the stick?
I can't talk about that yet.
We can't talk about the
We
stick.
can't talk about it, you guys.
We can't
Tune
talk
in.
about it.
We'll have to have them back. Tune in to Billie and the Kid.
Tune in to Billie and the Kid.
Late January, no specific date.
No specific date.
Yeah, but vegan stuff I'm obsessed with.
Amazing.
And cooking, I love cooking too.
How long have you been vegan?
15 years?
Oh, nice.
I'm 15 years old. That's crazy, dude.
I know.
So, since you were born.
Since Billie gave birth to me.
Yeah.
We look like twins. Like people like always are like, oh my God, you and your daughter look exactly like. I'm like, I know.
Wait,
We both had a nose job.
how did
Yeah.
you guys? You had the best same nose job.
Literally the best.
Different doctors too, and like
Different
amazing,
doctors,
amazing
same
results.
nose. Different doctors, same notes. Welcome back to Dick Clouds, where we talk about Gypsy Rose and diarrhea. I'm like, what have we even fucking covered?
I know. What have we talked about? This has been the best episode.
No, this is the best
I'm
podcast of my life.
obsessed. I love that the oatmeal is still here. Does anyone need any
Yo,
oatmeal?
the oatmeal! Thank God. And I like that I was unboxing and also found a Chewy bar. I'm like, I literally have snacks in here. I have fucking snacks because sometimes before a show, I get so like like overstimulated because I just fucking love it, dude. I get too excited, like shake like an idiot baby. I'm like so excited.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
need snacks. I need to.
Her energy is totally opposite of mine.
Polar
You guys,
opposite.
I've the first time I met you was on a show, and I will say you have very opposite energy.
Obviously,
I always like on the lineup.
I do like parkour on the stage, and Billie like sits and is like, "I'm an adult. I'm calm."
Yeah.
I'm like, can I go first before her?
She won't go after me. If we're on we do a lot. We do like all of our shows together. But like, if we're on a show together and Billie is after me, she'll literally go up to the person and be like, I can't do that.
Oh, that's so funny.
She's like, I just can't do that.
To be fair, it is hard to follow someone who's very high energy. Like
100%.
anything,
Yeah.
or if someone does music, like put that
Yeah.
person last. Do not
Yes,
make someone
agreed.
follow someone who's doing music. Okay?
Anyone who like screams and jumps or music, anything that's like a lot,
Yeah.
it's hard for, even if it's the funniest person in the world,
Yeah.
when you shift that energy that much up and down at a
Yeah.
show, it's weird vibes for the people sitting in the
Yeah,
audience.
yeah. But you're both fucking hysterical. How long have you guys been doing comedy, each of you?
Only seriously for like a year and a half, like seriously shows every single night.
Wow.
She just shows every single night. I mean, I have other
night.
jobs, so I can't do that, but she literally lives and breathes. She's also in her 20s, so
Yeah,
like,
I know. That's how I was. Oh, 23. I was doing like 14 shows a week.
That's literally what I do.
Yeah.
I try and do 2 shows literally every single night.
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
can.
yeah.
But I still have a full-time day job, but I'm like fucking I do it on Zoom. I'm like, I close the computer,
Yeah. Let's
smoke
go.
my J, go to the show, get ready to go.
Let's go. And then you started because you had a show, right? A TV, something with TV.
I sold a show to ABC, Disney. It was a half-hour comedy, and my team was like, well, if you're going to be writing and starring in a comedy, you should probably like learn comedy.
Yeah.
So I took this class called Pretty Funny Women.
Love Lisa. Big
Yes.
shout out to Lisa.
Yes.
Big shout out.
And Lisa was like, oh my God, you have something, like it's very natural for you. And then she offered me like a scholarship for her other classes.
Oh, amazing.
And then I just kept on getting booked and kept on getting booked.
That's great.
And it
then
just hasn't stopped.
it
It's like
happened.
insane.
Both so funny. So I'm so happy you guys are doing it. And I love Lisa. Back in the day, I was like, how do I get on these Pretty Funny Women shows? And they were like, you have to take her class. And I took it, and she managed me for a minute. She like,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she like introduced me. I remember back then she took us on a field trip to go to a Chelsea Lately
Field
taping.
trip.
What?
Yes.
Field trip.
That's how long
sick.
ago it was. That's how long I've been doing comedy.
Field trip. Yeah, how long have you been doing comedy?
For 15 years.
That's so fucking cool.
And then I was doing like sketch and improv with you know who back in but like a couple years before that. So like comedy 18 years.
I grew up doing sketch and improv my whole life. I grew up in LA, so I did UCB and Groundlings.
Oh,
like
nice.
growing up, I did all that shit growing up. I was always doing comedy, but stand up, it's basically been like a year and a half, 2 years. Of serious.
Yeah. I did Groundlings, and everyone was like, "Oh, you should try stand up. You should try stand up." And I was like, "No, I'm an actor. You know, like just
you don't understand.
Yeah,
me.
you don't get it. No." And then I tried it, and I was like, "Oh, this is like a way better fit for me." So yeah, I love it, and I love
so
having
cool.
other funny ladies.
It's
you know?
the best. It's literally the best fucking thing ever. Like you can just keep like focusing and doing it and doing it and doing it, and it.
Yeah, it's weird how like one set is so good and the next set you're like, wait, that was shit. And then
Yeah.
the next set's like your best. It's
Yeah.
just
It's also just like seeing the different crowds. Like especially, have you guys started going like weekends opening for people or anything yet? Like it's when
I'm hosting for Jade at Brea,
Oh, nice.
and
well, I'm also pushed out there in a way because of my name. Like
Right.
I'm already getting a tour
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
spring.
yeah.
And it's like, and they're like, oh, we want you to do an hour. And like, they're mentioning all of these locations. And I'm like, an hour?
Yeah.
Like, I can't do an hour yet.
Yeah.
So like, I'm going to double headline and like pull in people.
Oh, nice.
Just so I can do
do 30.
I have a half hour. Yeah. I have a 30.
yes.
That's great.
And then when my book comes out, like in the summer, like we can probably do an hour and I'll be able to do like book stuff plus comedy.
Yeah.
But it's moving really fast for me and like it's kind of moving too fast.
Yeah. I've had friends like that, like, you know, back when Girl Code was a huge show, like
I loved Girl Code.
Yeah, and I don't like not all of them were like straight stand-ups, but they were all really funny, and like I think some of them were getting tours and like headlining and like had not been doing stand-up for very long, but you know, when you get the opportunity, you got to take it,
Yeah.
you know? So, but that's great, and I think that sounds like a good plan. And yeah, you don't really know you can do an hour until you do it, you know? Because I'm trying to think, I think I was 3 or 4 years in when I first headlined at the Comedy Works in Denver, which is a really good club. If you guys ever get to do
Oh,
that.
I've
My
heard
friend
about
is like
that.
my friend Corey, I'm pretty sure is like a regular there.
Corey in
Corey
Denver?
David.
I don't know if I know Corey. Most of the people that I knew in Denver when I was there a lot, before I made my boyfriend move here because he was living there. Because my pussy's so good, not Gypsy Rose level, but like very
Almost Gypsy, right under
very
Gypsy,
solid.
right under
Yeah,
Gypsy.
right under. But a lot of those people have moved to like New York and LA and everything. So I don't know everyone in the scene like as well, but it's a good scene. And if you ever get to do it, like comedy,
You're
Works
about to
is
headline in
so good.
Bakersfield.
Yeah, I'm headlining in Bakersfield.
That's amazing. Yeah, tell us, what do you guys have coming up
On the 19th.
other than the podcast? Because this will come out, I believe, Monday. So plug everything you want to plug. You guys.
Let me get out my list.
Yeah, get out your
list, Billie.
Is it a scroll?
No.
I need to get the details like fully sorted out and confirmation in writing. But March 6th, I'm doing my show in the Belly Room, like the show that I run at the Crow.
Oh, nice.
Running in the Belly Room.
Amazing. That's so
Yeah, that
great.
just
I love the
happened
Belly
recently.
Room.
We're so excited.
So I
That's
love
so
the Belly
great.
Room, dude.
Oh, it's great. I mean, I have a.
I just headlined Lisa's show in there on Monday. This
Yeah.
day of Shimmy Shimmy.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
day
Oh,
we
yeah, yeah, yeah.
shimmy
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, because I was bouncing back and forth.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
That was fun as fuck.
That was a fun night.
It really was.
Well, cool. And that was March 6th.
March 6th, Belly Room, Swizer show.
Love it. I love
Everyone
it.
will get one of these, dude, but not
You get
the
a
holiday
lighter,
version.
you guys. Not the holiday one. That one's mine.
That one's Justine.
Thanks. Good pussy. And do you have any tour dates coming up, or just keep checking your
I'm
website?
booking the tour. Yeah, like we're figuring that out right now. That will be in March and April, and then yeah, we're doing American Comedy Club in San Diego.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
yeah.
That is March 7th.
Amazing.
I'll be headlining.
Congrats. That's so fun.
Yeah, I should probably update my website. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to update the website.
Do that. Linktree is very easy too.
Yes, I do have
wait,
that. Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
Have you seen my link tree?
No.
Her
It's
link
all,
tree is
pink
like a whole
bubbles.
nother
Yeah,
world.
No, you're gonna freak out at the aesthetic of the fucking
It's
links,
a whole
dude.
nother world. I need help with that.
I love it. And I love the belly room too. It's so fun.
I'm addicted. I have a tattoo the first time I did the Belly Room.
Oh,
It's my favorite place.
I love it. That's where I did my dance show.
You told me about that.
Yeah.
That sounds so cool.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I know. I was
All
going
pink bubbles.
Oh, love it.
Like crazy pink energy.
I love it. God, I knew I loved you guys right away.
I love pink shit.
Every time you guys are at a show, I'm like, oh yeah, we can all just go get stoned after. It's so fun.
Dude,
Literally.
obviously, are you kidding?
The
I
best.
literally walk off stage dripping sweat and walk directly to the outside. Like at the improv, I know my like exact path to get like right to the J. when
I
I'm done.
love it. I love it. It's so good. And I just love, that's why I love living so close to, I live right by the store and the Laugh Factory. So I can just like light up a J as I walk home. It's so nice.
So nice, dude.
Yeah, it's great.
Can I just say,
Curiosity.
I really appreciate your good vibes all the time because, like, in the
We love
comedy
her.
world, like, especially because we're new in the comedy world, people are not as like open. And I get it, like, you know, if you've been doing it a long time and like, and you have your little circle, but you've always been so sweet and just like very open
Supportive
and
and
beautiful.
helpful.
Oh,
and
thank
we
you
love you.
guys. Well,
Yeah.
I totally feel the same about you. I think you're both so funny, and you guys were so nice to me when I did Lisa's show that time, you know, a few months ago. I just got such good vibes, and I think Whitney Cummings was really cool to me when I first started, and I think it's really important to be nice and welcoming to people. It doesn't
Pay
have
it
to
forward.
Yeah.
There's so many people that are like bitchy and mean for no reason. It's
Yeah.
like pay it forward. Every
Yeah.
shit's better when you work together as women. Like it is.
It
goes a
really
long way.
is, and there's enough for everyone. And you know, it's like, yeah, just help each other. You know, and like I said, Whitney was so cool to me and really nice and helpful and gave me a lot of good advice and you know showed me that you can just be a cool chick uplifting other cool chicks. So
There is room. If you're all good, there's room for
there
everyone.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're
Welcome
bad,
back
I
to
don't know
Dick
what to tell
Clouds,
you.
the feminist podcast. Podcast where undo feminism.
Well, it's been so fun having you guys on. Would love to have you guys back.
Yeah, thank you.
You're coming on Billie and the Kid.
I cannot
Yeah.
wait.
Fuck
where,
yeah.
Where can everyone find you on social media?
I'm at It's Me Billie Lee. That's my personal Instagram. That's my account.
Oh wait, I do have one question for you, Billie, that someone wrote in and asked about.
Okay.
The ghost. The ghost.
Oh,
There was a story
God.
about.
So embarrassing.
Where you got
Is
fucked
it-
by the ghost. You've told me that
I
before.
literally got
There was a-
fucked by a
no,
ghost.
I know what you're
And I
talking
talked about it on a podcast, and then People Magazine
What
was like,
podcast,
Billie
Doug?
Lee gets fucked by a ghost.
Okay.
Like, or had sex with a ghost.
Yeah.
It
I know,
was
I
so
said that- I
embarrassing.
said that
People
headline
wrote
is
Billie
them.
Lee got fucked by a ghost on
That's
People.
crazy. And it wasn't fucked. And you get face
But
fucked.
like,
and I got
literally,
face
the
fucked.
headline was Billie Lee had sex with a ghost. Like, and it was a podcast that, like
can't.
about ghost stories.
Oh my
I didn't
God,
know
so
that People Magazine would
That's
be interested.
hilarious because someone, I was, I had teased that you were, because we'd been talking about having you, and then I met you, and now that I get both of you guys, it's like, what a deal for me. You know what I mean?
The whole family is together.
Exactly. But a couple people had been like, oh, can you ask about the ghost story? And I was like, okay. And then I Googled it and I saw the headline and I was like, but I read it and it made sense to me because from what I read, tell me if I'm wrong, it was like, you were kind of half awake, half asleep, and had a little bit of a wet dream.
Yeah.
And I've totally had that, like, with people that, like,
too?
Like a random celebrity or like a person.
But it feels so real, right?
It feels so real. And then you feel weirdly close to that person.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works with a ghost, but.
How close did you get with the ghost after he came in your mouth? Tell me.
Okay, I literally, this is how I woke up gagging from his dick. Like, I literally woke up choking on his dick.
Oh my
And he
God.
like fucked me up like against the wall, like all over the room. Like it was, but it was.
I'm trying to meet this ghost.
Yeah, like someone's
yeah.
trying to meet this ghost. D, call up Gypsy.
Call him Gypsy.
To be fair, there was like literally a mountain of weed on the table. Like I smoked weed the whole night.
Right.
I was in college. Like I
Smoke
was
a pound of weed every day. I've never been face fucked by a ghost in the night. Ever. Literally ever. I
That's-
fall asleep smoking
that's
weed.
so
I've
true.
never
That's
been
so
face fucked by a
true.
ghost.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that was like my big ghost story.
That's a good one. I like the idea that you were sitting on that information and that question. You're waiting to like, when's the most normal time to slide this one in? Hey, I heard you got face fucked by a ghost.
I couldn't remember. I was like, as we were wrapping up, I was like, I know there was one more thing. Because I don't ever write, I have a pretty good memory, so I'm always just kind of like floating around because I don't like to like look at my phone too much. But
When's the
I know.
right time?
Then I was like, oh, well, now's the time because it's about to end.
Now's the time, the most natural time to ask, have you been fucked by a ghost recently?
Tell
As
me about
always.
the time you were fucked by a ghost. Has it ever happened since, though?
No, he obviously ghosted me, so
God.
I haven't.
No.
No, that's fire. That's genius.
I haven't
So good.
seen
So we wrote
him.
2 new bits for you.
Yeah.
So
Write it down.
that's great.
I will.
I love it. You guys, love you both.
We
Love
fucking
you.
love
See
you.
around all the shows. And you guys, Glitterati, love you. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next time on Glitter and Garbage.
Glitter and garbage.